Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are ready for today because I'm super excited. This is video number 2 and we're just going to be going over a tutorial of the look that I'm wearing right now, which was also the look that I wore in my first video where I was going over this wig, actually my Janet collection wig. But yeah, we're just going to be doing a makeup tutorial over this look. It's my favorite makeup look. It's my soft cherry glam look. I love this look for when I want to look really cute and fancy, but I don't want to do the absolute most. It's really easy, simple. You don't even, it's good. It's featuring my Urban Decay Cherry palette, which I love. And even if you don't have that palette, if you just have a palette full of a bunch of pinks and purples and nude colors, you could get this look simple and easy. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's go. All right. So when I first start out doing my makeup, I start off with a dry, clean face. I just feel like it's a lot easier to start off with a dry face because when I moisturize, I feel like it makes it hard for my eyebrows to stay on, and I like doing my eyebrows first, and it just makes them look greasy or slick, and I'd rather just do my moisturizing after my eyebrows are on and good. But if you want to moisturize first, do it, go for it. To each his own. When it comes to my eyebrows, I always go to my handy dandy Anastasia Dip brow, and I usually do it in the color chocolate. You wanna see that? Yeah, so get my dip brow and I get my brush and I just get a little bit. You don't really need too much of this because it really leaves the color, and it really makes a difference. So you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. And after that, you just kind of make gentle strokes. Okay, so after I get my eyebrows on, you might notice that they're a little dark, they're a little heavy looking, and that's okay, because usually I take a concealer and I clean up around them. You can even see like I messed up. So yeah, you take your concealer and you just kind of clean them up, give them that fresh, like out of the eyebrow shop look. And you know, I take my favorite concealer, which is the Pro Concealer LA Girl, and it's in the color Pure Beige. And I just take a little bit and I go, don't do too much, because then I think it's, one, it's a waste of product, and two, it doesn't make them look so super noticeably sharp. And you don't want that. You don't want to look like, oh my God, what did she do? So yeah, now my eyebrows are on. You can still see I have a little bit of concealer. And I would say, well, when I do this look, I don't really focus too much on blending out all of the concealer. I'll definitely hit the top of my eyebrows, make those not so noticeable. But the rest, I actually take the rest of my I can't talk today, my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I go across my lids and prep my eyes for my eyeshadow. So today we're going to be using my, can you see that? My Naked Urban Decay Cherry palette. It's like my favorite palette. Urban Decay did that when they made this palette. Like, oh my God. The colors are super nice. If you didn't know, my favorite color is pink, and this palette is full of pinks, purples, and all in between. Yeah, so these are what the colors, look like. And we're just gonna be picking off a few today. So I'll just show you guys like what colors I use, how I use them, where at, whatever. So usually I start off with a tannish nude color. So I start off with Caution, and I use that over my entire lid to really give it like that base color. Okay, so now that we have that on, I go into the color Juicy right here, and I use that over this general area. Not all the way up to my brow bone though, but I get like the majority of my lid and give it that like pink pop color. So start about here. Okay, so now that I have Juicy on, I'm gonna hop down to my darker colors. I'm gonna use a little bit of two colors. I'm gonna do Bing, and then I'm gonna do Devilish. And I'm gonna just kind of take both of them from about the mid to the end of my eyelid and just kind of blend them out and give like that contrast from the light pink. So. And then now that I have those two colors on, I go all the way to the end and I go to Privacy. And I take that and I really just get in my brow or in my lid corner. All right, so now that I have that on, I go and I take the shimmery versions of each of the colors that I put on and I kind of highlight in certain areas. So I'm gonna take Drunk Dial, which is right next to Privacy. And I'm gonna go right over it, just a little bit, but not too much. And then I'm gonna take Turn On. I'm actually gonna take the other side of this brush that came with the palette. This is so cute. But anyways, I'm gonna take the other end of that. I'm gonna put that under my brow bone. Or on my brow bone. You guys know what I mean. Okay, and then I'm gonna take Bang Bang and I'm gonna put that right here and I'm gonna finish it up with Turn On in my corner lids. Okay, so we pretty much have the eyes done. Then you just finish it up with a, with a liquid liner, whatever type of eyeliner you want to. Do that real quick and then we could get to my actual face routine. So now that I have my eyes pretty much done, I get to my face routine. Now it's time for moisturizer. So pretty much I start off with the Pacifica Crystal Lit Moon Oil. You see that? Yeah. And I love it. I love Pacifica. One, they're like vegan, they're cruelty free. And it always has like I'm really into like healing stones, all that stuff. And all their stuff will have like quartz in it or other things like that. And I think that's so cool. So I love Pacifica. But anywho, I really like this oil. I have really dry skin and I have eczema. So this oil makes it like, it makes my foundation not look super dry and packed on my face. So let's go ahead, get this on, and then we can start with my primer and my foundation. So yeah, now that I have my face all moisturized and ready to go, I take my primer, which I love Fenty and I love Rihanna, and it's just ever since I switched to Fenty, I don't think I've used a different primer foundation since she released it. So just know, you know, like I even said it when she first released it, I will never love a man the way I love this foundation and primer. But anywho, so I start off with my Fenty Beauty Primer, Pro Filter. Just take that, put it on my brush, I'm going ahead and I just spread that across my face. And then I take my Pro Filt'r foundation. And what was my color? 360. And I just take it, put a little bit on my brush. So now that my foundation is on, I take my LA Girl Pro Concealer again, and I'm going to get under my under eyes and my nose and my forehead and just kind of highlight, give myself a little pop in my good areas. Now that I have that on, I just take my contouring sponge. I just take it, I blend it out. I'm gonna just get under my eyes. That's really the only real place I use my powder in. Everywhere else, I'm kind of just like, hey, it is what it is. If you really like your powder, once again, I have dry skin, so I try not to use so much because then I feel like it dries me out, and I want a dewy look, but I still want my under eyes to like stay, so you use however much works for you. So now that I've done my powder, my face, you'll notice I might be a little like whiter looking, which isn't what we're going for. So then that's when I grab my handy dandy Too Faced Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo. And this is in the color Plumagranate. It has 2 of them. And usually when I do my blush, I prefer darker blush colors. I'm not crazy about bright pinks. So I take my darker pink color and I get a blush. My blush, tongue-tied today, what? I take my blush brush and I just take a little bit, and the best tip I ever learned was, or ever got, was when you're doing your blush to smile, and it helps you really get like the apples of your cheeks. So I'll just now that I have my blush on, I think it is lash time. So I usually use my Velour lashes. I already took them out the case though. These are the Worst Behavior style ones, and these lashes are amazing, like amazing. I think for the next video, I'm gonna do like a lash tutorial, and I'm gonna do like several different types of lashes, because sometimes people don't really know what lashes work best for them, and I like to have, and not only that, but then when I go places, you can't always wear really big extra lashes anywhere. So I could show like work lash, going out lash, all different types of things. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that, but I'm definitely been thinking about like a lash tutorial. All right, so now that my lashes on, we are pretty much done. My go-to, I've always, it's like a weird habit. Like forever ago when I first started really getting into makeup, the trend was doing the under eye dots. People would do like 3 or 5 dots under the eyes. And back when I would do it, they would always like crease, or they would disappear, or they'd fade and everything. And it just didn't work for me, especially since I have to do stuff under my eyes because I have darker under eye circles, whatever. So what I did find out that I liked is I do my dots over here on the side. And I just right there. After that, I'm done. So, well, before I'm officially done, I take my lip gloss. I do the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme, a little cute mini one, travel one, and I just take that. Yeah, I don't really need a lip plumper lip gloss, but it's fun. Why not? So I just. All right, because I just love a clear glossy lip. And then I'll just put a little bit of my regular go-to lip gloss on top too. Give it that extra pop. All right. Then I just use my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Spritz that a little bit. And we are done. So that right there is my everyday go-to, my go-to fancy look when I feel like looking special, looking extra. I'll definitely look more into doing nude looks and more natural tones, and I'm definitely gonna do more popping, like extra out there looks, off the wall looks. Just let me know what you guys really want to see. I'll show you all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys like, what you want to see more of, how you feel. Just tell me that you love me, and I love you guys. Come back next time, and that's it.